Flash showtime with TripleG. Brace yourself for the things you'll see. From comic books to toys and more, and all cartoons that we adore. Pop culture, flicks and geeky stuff. We love it all and can't get enough. So settle in and enjoy the show. Please hit like and subscribe before you go.
How is it? Hi on YouTube, Peter here, your Ginger Geordie Geek. Welcome back to the channel for another quick live show where I'm just going solo, talking comic books, vintage toys, and yes, I will be opening some of those pesky Mark Spears blind bags that everybody's prattling on about. But we'll get into that in a little bit. What I'm going to do today, guys, I've got some comic book reviews to talk through. I've got some vintage toys to show off. I've got some pickups from the recent HorrorCon I want to show off. And I have got, like I said, some of those live bags to go through. So, lots of stuff to get on with. Let's just quickly see who is in the chat. We've got Chris Bell. Nice to see you, Chris. Oh. Issue with the audio. Let us know, guys. Can you hear us? My son's just been on the computer, so it may be that he's being fannying on. Can you hear us all right? Let us know in the comments, guys, if you can hear us or if there's a problem with my audio. Anybody? Let us know. Let us know, guys, in the chat. So, Chris, is Peter opening the blind bags, the new paint drying only one? How dare you, sir? How dare you? Well, we'll get to that, Chris. I'm going to talk to that a little bit. Going to talk to... Can hear you fine, though it might be a little lower than usual, but think you're good. No, not a word of it. Your son has done something. I don't believe you, Chris. I don't believe you. Is it you or Sorrel who's telling us porky pies? Fuzzy, where's Fuzzy? In Fuzzy, I trust. Fuzzy, what's my audio like? Is it crap or is it working okay? Let us know, pal. Let us know. So yeah, Chris, I'm not going to be opening 100 blind bags because I think that will bore the living tits off everybody. I am going to open a few of them and then I'm going to open some on other shows and then do a video kind of showing what I've managed to pick up. We have got Fuzzy of the Dunlop in the chat. Watch your pal. We've got Joshy. Nice to see you, Joshy. Joshy, I've unboxed today. I've showed some pictures on Tinternet of the Raymond Toys The Marshall Bravestar figure. Cracking little figure. Really like that. Super Sorrel, here we go. We've got Ian Carter. Nice to see you, Ian. Hope you're doing well, pal. Hope you're doing well. Sounds good to me. Believe me, I can't hear you. That's because you've got the TV switched off, Chris, man. Tell him fibs, tell him porky pies. Fuzzy, bob on. Thank you, Fuzzy. I've got faith in Fuzzy. Okay, guys, let's crack straight on with a comic book review. Gonna start off with some crackers. Well, one cracker. Invisible Man. This is the latest in the Monsters series, written by James Tynion. This one, telling the story or retelling the story of the Invisible Man. This is banging. I'm really enjoying this. It's probably one of my favorite books. I've got a lot of them at the moment. One of my favorite books at the moment. Really well written. The art is stunning. This issue in particular, issue 3, really picks up the pace. There's I mean, everybody knows the story of the Invisible Man, so it's not many spoilers, but he basically experiments on a kid, and this cover is kind of reminiscent of what happens in the issue, of the dosage issues he has with the kid, and it's just absolutely spot on. For me, this is absolutely the best of the Monsters books so far. The rest of them have kind of been a bit of a letdown, to be perfectly honest, but this one I am particularly enjoying. I'll definitely be buying this one in a trade paperback when it's finished. Yeah, it's very good, very good. We've then got the Terminator Metal. Now, Terminator was relaunched last year, I think it was, by good old Declan Shalvey of Thundercats fame. It went mental. There was like 400,000 different versions of issue 1, different kind of styles and all the rest of it. The comic itself, from my humble opinion, was a load of old cack. It was dull as ditch water, didn't out for us. And then they've relaunched it. So I just assumed that the Terminator Metal was some kind of spin-off or something like that. I don't think it is. I think it's just the same bloody comic, just repackaged so they can flog more issue number 1s. This was an all-right story. I thought it was leading to a new one going or something, but it's not. It's like a standalone tale, I think, about a guy who befriends and reprograms a Terminator, so it's his buddy. And that kind of plays out as the issue goes on. It was nothing special, nothing to write home about, certainly not deserving of a brand new relaunch issue 1, but that's how they get their money in it. They can flog 100 variant covers to this one, I guess. We've then got Rob Kirkman's and David Finch's Skinbreaker issue number 2. Now, me and Andy talked about issue number 1 on Rusty Staples a month back. This is the follow-on issue to that. We weren't blown away by issue 1. It was all right, but it didn't blow away. Issue 2 was more of the same, to be honest. It was very, very similar, very similar. Artwork's very nice. This is basically a battle issue. It does do something quite interesting at the end of the issue, where it does a time jump and will blip to, I don't know, however long in the future. And the main character we've been following is now an old man. That was kind of interesting, I guess. This isn't a book that's interesting enough, really, for me to continue on with, I don't think. I like Rob Kirkman's work, so I do have faith that this might go somewhere. But yeah, it didn't blow us away. It's all right. It's all right. Let's just see what guys in the chat are saying. Joshy saw some of your images. They look like a great figure. Yeah, it's cracking. We've got Andy. Nice to see Andy here to see Peter emptying his bags. Oh, hey, best one yet, Invisible Man. Yeah, I agree, Fuzzy. It is certainly one of my favourites, I think. They're all individual stories last time, but none good enough to stand on their own merit. Yeah, and I thought that this was a spin-off kind of ongoing, Fuzzy, but it read very much like this first story was just a standalone tale again. So I don't know if it's just exactly the same bloody book with a new title. I don't know. Fuzzy's loving Skinbreakers. I think it's really entertaining. It's an adventure jaunt in it. Oh, something's falling down behind us. I think it's better than Battle Beast. Yeah, Battle Beast ran its course for me, Fuzzy. I like it. I like the art style. It's an easy read, but it's a bit like the book we read the other day, Exquisite Corpses. It's the same thing every issue, really. I'll finish this current arc and see where it goes, but I don't know that the book's got any longevity unless they do something drastically different with it, because it just seems to be same thing issue after issue. So yeah, not so sure about that one, to be fair. Okie dokie, guys, couple more comic book reviews. The Last Wolverine. This is part of the Age of Revelation series that's going on at the moment. This is set 10 years in the future to the current X universe. The Last Wolverine follows the story of a Wendigo, basically, who was friends with Wolverine. I don't know if this is an existing character. I don't recognize him from the current Marvel universe, but I don't read a great deal, to be perfectly honest, of the current X lines. But this is basically a Wendigo who was pals with Wolverine and is now disgruntled with what Wolverine's become in the future, because Wolverine's now working for the bad guys and he's a killing machine. So this Wendigo, has slapped on Wolverine's costume and is a hero in Canada. Nightcrawler features in this story. You get introduced to Wolverine's wife at the end of it. It was all right. It's certainly not my favourite out of these books. It's not a one I'm going to continue to read. It felt quite kiddie friendly, put it that way. The dialogue and stuff in it. Don't think this was really aimed at me. So yeah, I'll probably not continue on with this one because I'm just not that interested in the character. We've then got Hello Halloween. Now, I've not read any of these Hello Darkness books, so let us know in the chat, guys, if you are reading the Hello Darkness and if it's any good. This just ain't doing it for me. So this is a collection of short tales, the vast majority of which are cack. There's a couple of interesting little bits in them. There's a story at the start by R.L. Stein, which is just absolute shite. It's just dire. There's some interesting tales later on about some kids. I mean, it's basically the movie Trick or Treat. Some kids who kind of go out trick-or-treating. They get the treats, but they also do tricks on people. So the spirit of Halloween hunts them down and says you're breaking the rules of Halloween and pulls the skin off one of the kids' faces, basically. That was all right. That was quite interesting. The rest of the tales in the book were absolutely forgettable. It's not encouraged us to go and pick up Hello Darkness, if I'm honest. Is anybody reading that in the chat? Let us know if you're reading it, because it should be right up my street. But yeah, it didn't out for us. Then we've got The Punisher. So this is a relaunch of The Punisher. This is issue number 2. First issue was intriguing. Nothing particularly, excuse me, nothing particularly blown you away. But it was interesting by the end, where you found out that Frank Castle was being brainwashed or working for the Kingpin. I enjoyed this. This is switch your brain off Punisher, shooting people, quite violent kind of storytelling. Worth noting, I picked up the red band version of this. Absolutely no reason for this to be red band. Absolutely no reason at all. There was one scene that was a little bit gruesome, where he gets his hand blown off. Bloke gets his hand blown off. But apart from that, this was just a standard Marvel comic. You pay a little bit extra for these red bands, so it's a bit of a scam, I think, in my opinion. I'm a bit out of touch with Daredevil and whatnot, so some of the characterization in this has got a scratch in my head. So Kingpin is completely different to how I expected him. He's kind of whipping his back and things like that, wandering around in Speedos. Not sure what's going on there. And Microchip is back. Now, I thought Microchip died years ago. I thought Microchip was long gone. So not quite sure what the hell is going on with that. But overall, it was an enjoyable little story. I did have fun with it. I will read on. Okay, guys, let's see what the chat are saying. Peter's haunted now. Lots of things falling down on their own. Yeah, I don't know what the hell that was. I'm scared to turn around. We live in a mini-series world. We live in a mini-series world, and I'm okay with that, to be fair. Just everything gets boring eventually. I'm absolutely with you, Chris. I don't think I read any ongoings anymore. What I mean by that is books that have got no end point and have been around for years, like your Amazing Spider-Mans and stuff. I might dip in and dip out, but pretty much everything I read has got an end point. And I think for my way of reading, my old brain, that suits me much, much better, because I can't be chewed with 10, 15 years worth of continuity anymore. I just like a proper story, start, middle, and an end. Original Wendigo was in Alpha Flight for a while, you're right, Ian. I think this is a different version. This is a younger lad. This isn't the original Wendigo. I'm not sure who this bloke is. I bought every one of those Hello Darkness books and not read past issue 1. Just cover buys for us, just purely for the frizz and covers. There's an amazing one we talked about a little while ago with the eyes, isn't it? There's the teeth in the eyeball or something. Stunning covers, but I'm not so sure on the book itself, guys. I'll have to give it a go at some point. Sorrel, that's literally the story for Trick or Treat. That's what I thought when I was reading it, Sorrel. I thought this is a bit taking the mick a little bit. How they get away with it? Yeah. I'm comparing every comic I read to Escape. The bar's set high. I think that's the problem, Andy. When you do find some really good books, it highlights how crap other books are. So obviously for Rusty Staples, we're reading some cracking stories at the moment. And that kind of, when you're reading a few books in a go, so like yesterday I sat down and I read Escape and I read No Man's Land and things like that, and then I picked up that Wolverine book and it was just like, wow, this is like going from, Shakespeare to the Beano or something like that. It's very jolting. The Frizzen Hello Halloween cover is fire. I don't think I've seen that one. Fuzzy Punisher, there's only the red band version. It absolutely doesn't need to be red band, Fuzzy. Absolutely doesn't need to be. That's just a cash grab. Like I say, I can think of maybe 2 scenes in it where it was a bit gruesome, but no more gruesome than other Marvel books. Haven't been reading the other Punisher, enjoying this one though. Yeah, I am enjoying it. It's good. It is good. You suit Green Peter like a National Trust employee. Thank you, Andy. Do appreciate that. Anton, nice to see you, Anton. And Batman, nice to see you, pal. Hope you're doing well. Anton, the last really good story I read on Amazing Spider-Man was probably Spider Island and Dead No More. Yeah. So I picked up the latest run of Spider-Man because someone recommended it and said it wasn't as bad as I was remembering. And the issue wasn't bad. It was all right, but it did nothing to encourage us to go back, Anton, put it that way. Okay, guys, I've recently been to a horror con, and I picked up a few books there. This is from a seller who I've bought from before, a chap called Matt Stapleton, with art by Mark Hooley. He's done a lot of books, and I've picked up a lot of volumes of this. I've not read many of them yet, but this was, he had his table set out, and I said, oh, I've not seen that one. He goes, yeah, it's the brand new volume. This is Die Hard of the Dead. This is volume 4 or 5, I think. 4 maybe. This is really interesting. It's basically Die Hard, so Bruce Willis, but everybody else is zombies. So really interesting story. I did read the first issue, but I haven't caught up with the others yet. Artwork's pretty nice. I always, whenever I go to these fairs and things like that, I do like to support independent comic creators. So pleased to see this guy and pick up some of his stuff. You can't go wrong, can you? Die Hard versus zombies. I mean, that's that in itself is pretty cool. But pick that one up from him. He also does another book which I have talked about before on the channel, and I hadn't appreciated there was a volume 2. So I picked this one up straight away. Both these are signed, by the way, and this is now copyright reasons. It's not Gremlins. This is Gremlins. So this is Gremlins volume 2. Loved the first volume of this. Like I said, I've talked about it before. It's basically Gremlins during World War II. So Gremlins versus Nazis. I absolutely love this series. It's a cracking idea for a series, really. The artwork in this is amazing. Really beautiful. Like I say, set during the war. And basically the Gremlins are causing mayhem and mischief. And it's all about how the kind of the Germans and the Allies basically are fighting and taking on the Gremlins. It's quite graphic at points. It's quite gory. There's lots of battling going on. Yeah, it's just a great little series. And like I say, the artwork really works for me. Really works for us. Cracking idea as well. I've always thought with Gremlins, it's such a great property. You could have them basically anywhere you want, couldn't you? And this guy's done it. Sorry, he hasn't done Gremlins. He's done Gremlins. So yeah, worth checking that one out, guys, if you ever see it at any cons. This chap goes to a lot of horror cons, comic cons and things like that. I'd recommend definitely picking up Gremlins Volume 1 and 2. I love them. I absolutely love them. Well worth a read. Well worth a read. Let's see what else we've got in the chat. We have got Anton. It's saying Die Hard Zombies sounds interesting. Yeah, it's a good book. It is a good book. Have you read that book about Rod Sterling called Twilight Man? Oh, don't think I've read that one, Anton. Don't think I've read that one. Anybody else in the chat seen that one? Twilight Man? Nope, don't think I've read that one. But sounds interesting. Okay, guys. Sorry. Other thing I picked up, Fuzzy, don't shoot us, is you know I collect vintage toys and things like that. You know I collect vintage toys. Rod Sterling, is that not the guy who did the Twilight Zone? Fuzzy saying, who's Rod Sterling? Is that not the Twilight Zone guy, or is it something else Sterling? Anyway, you know I collect vintage toys. Sorrel, if you're still in the chat, I know you love a Care Bear. Saw Care Bear at the horror con, so I had to pick it up because I think this is spectacular. So this is a Care Bear that's been ripped to shreds by a good old xenomorph, covered in blood. I don't know. I just had to pick it up. I just thought it looked awesome. So yeah, nice little xenomorph ripping out of its chest there. You'll forgive us a Care Bear, won't you, guys? You'll forgive us a little Care Bear because it's a horror-based Care Bear with all the entrails coming out and the blood splatter all over it and the eyeballs bleeding. And come on, that looks cool, doesn't it? That looks pretty cool. So yeah, picked up that little Care Bear with a bit of blood splatter and all the rest of it. So yeah, like that one. You see, I knew Sorrel would appreciate it. Andy, not so much. My mum warned me about men like you, and the transformation is complete. Save me. I've started sorting out my life. I saw some of your pictures, Andrew. It looks mental. Absolutely looks mental, all the stuff you've got everywhere. Okay, right, guys. Before we get on to opening some... I Appreciate that, Andy. Thank you very much. I don't think the Care Bear stare will save them. No, I think you're probably right. Anton. 19 people watching. Thank you so much, everybody. Please do hit that like and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you, Jack. Nice of you to join, pal. Hope you're doing well. Okay, let's show off some vintage toys, and then we'll get on to opening some blind bags so you can see the kind of stuff you can get in them. Gonna start off with this one. I showed you my Donatello last week. Here we've got Splinter. So this is Splinter from the original run of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle figures. Naked, he hasn't got his jacket and whatnot on, but yeah, still not a bad figure. It smells a bit funky. Not quite sure what's going on with him. Yeah, so not really sure what's going on with him. But yeah, a little bit of a Splinter figure from the Turtles. Asked you the last time who your favourite turtle was. Who's your favourite bad guy in the Turtle universe? Who's your favourite bad guy in the Turtle universe? And we're going to talk Turtles in a bit because we've just read the latest issue of Teenage Mutant Turtles and just going to tell you a little bit about that. But yeah, so that was Splinter. Where am I going to put him? Put him there. Next, we've got this. Now, this is the only one of this particular line I've got. Looks like a turd. Smells like one as well, Jack. Not sure why. Don't know what's going on there. My old teddy bears have holes in them for the wrong reason. Oh, werewolf. Mine as well. So yeah, only got one of these, and really I wish I had more in my collection. These are the original Secret Wars action figures from the Marvel comic book series, the Mattel toy line that started them off. Great line of figures. This is obviously Dr. Doom. Really hard to get in good condition. You can see the paint work has worn off on his chest, although I have managed to get one with the gun that slides into the side there. And these all came with shields, as you can see, that had that old function. What's that called again? Can't remember what it's called, where it kind of shifts when you move it around. So yeah, weird kind of accessories that they have with the figure, the shields. I never quite worked out why what that was all about, but do you know what I mean? Yeah, nice figures. I'd love to get more of these, but those of you that watch the channel will know I only buy action figures, vintage action figures, when I'm at cons. I don't buy them off the internet anymore because I prefer the thrill of the hunt, as it were, and I don't think you get that just buying them off eBay. I had that nice Bebop and Rocksteady. Yeah, I like them. A bit of Lynx Africa will cover the smell. I'll give it a bit of spray when we're finished. Those bases, where do you get them? I think I got the bases from eBay, Andy. I'll dig out the link. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Saturday morning series is really good. Yeah, I like that. Lenticular. Thank you very much, Fuzzy. Lenticular. Dr. Doom doesn't need a gun. Scandalous. Yeah, the accessories were weird for the Secret Wars film figures. Just random stuff. Really random. Those are the Secret Wars action figures. I have a lot of them. I even have the black suit Spider-Man. That's a good one to get a hold of, mate. Good one to get a hold of. I was an apprentice carpenter. I drilled them to the wall. I don't know what was going through your mind. I see what you mean. The teddy bears. Speaking of Secret Wars, I think I've shown this off before. This is a nice book. This is Marvel Secret Wars issue number 1. CGC graded 7.5. This is the UK edition with the transfers and the stickers and all that kind of stuff attached. One of my favourite books. This is a book that I remember buying as a kid and making us kind of fall in love with superheroes in general, really. And I think one of the all-time classic costume covers. Absolutely love that cover. But yeah, really nice CGC book there. I do like these Marvel UK version books. Me and Andy are going to do a show in a few weeks' time, probably, all about what kind of vintage collection with vintage figures and all that kind of stuff. Now, these ones are a little bit special. I really like these a lot. Anybody know what these are from? I've got 2 of these. These are hand puppets, so you can stick your hand up its jobby and operate its mouth and the fingers and things like that, and the characters sit on the back of them. Great toy line. I don't really remember the cartoon much at all, or the comic book series, but I do remember certainly having some of the action figures. Really like these as a kid. Really like these. You could get ones. I always like this one the best, the tarantula one. We could get ones with wings as well, like a dragonfly and things like that. But this was my favourite because it looked like a mankai spider. These are sectors. The Warriors of Symbion, I think they're called. There's been a recent revival of these. I think these were part of that awful relaunch a while ago of Robotech and all those kind of properties, which just didn't do well at all. But yeah, lovely figures. I'm kind of surprised nobody, really surprised nobody's ever really kind of brought these back or reproduced these figures, because they are nice toys. Let's have a look-see. Peter's a brute man for sure. Old Spice, Andy. Old Spice, I am of that age. There you go, fuzzies on it. Guaranteed Old Spice. Anyone want a cinema poster for Chicken Little? For some reason, there's 3 in my loft. I'm not a Chicken Little man, Andrew, I have to be honest. Do apologise. Way, nice to see you. I had that, yeah. Insectoids near Sectorsian. Sectors. I live in Australia. Is that a house spider? Too small for one of your spiders, werewolf, isn't it? It smells delicious, Andy. Lots of hands have been up that hoop. It smells lovely. Sectors, yeah, they were really cool. The beginning sequence of the TV show was really freaky. Everybody turning into insects. Yeah, that is very cool. Okay, chaps, let's talk a little bit about Mark Spears. You know that I've fallen into this blind bag malarkey. I have picked up 100 Mark Spears blind bags and they have arrived today. So over the moon to see them coming. It's obscene. Absolutely obscene. There's a ridiculous amount of books to collect. Nobody wants to see us sit here and open 100 friggin' blind bags. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to split them over the next few shows we're on. So we've got this show, Tuesday night's show, and then I've got a Friday night show, the Horror Channel. We'll open 15, 20 of them then. Then what I'm going to do is put out a video once I've opened them all and show off what I've got, basically. Show off what books we've got. Also worth mentioning, you know what I'm like. My intention is to keep a few of these, to keep some of the nice ones that I particularly enjoy. But the vast majority of them will be given away. Haven't worked out what I'm going to do with that yet. But as a thank you to my channel members, a big chunk of them will be going to channel members. So I'll be sorting out how I can do that in the future. Either by the monthly giveaway or as a Christmas present to everybody or something. I don't know yet. I'll work it out. But if you're not aware of these, I mean, you must be aware of these. There's thousands of the bloody things. Within the actual book itself, there's about, I think, 35, 40 or something like that, different covers you can get. You've got some of the different breakdown of them there. Basically, what you're looking for is some of the special kind of edition comics, some of the glow-in-the-dark ones, the black and white ones, the secret covers. Are like 1 in 700, or you can get foil versions which are 1 in 420, trick versions are 1 in 100. There's also some Night of the Living Dead covers which are 1 in 700. Not a massive fan of those, to be honest, but they are, they are okay. But you can get a whole host of covers. Can I ask, does this comic fit into the Monsters comic story, or is it a one-shot or just a reprint of a previous book? I'm confused by it all. Separate tale. I think it's telling the story. I've not read it yet. It's telling the story of how the werewolf kind of got introduced into it, I think. So yeah, I'm not sure, sorry, I'm not sure. Dave, Stephen, homage, please, and thank you. Is that the Elvira one on the broomstick, Andy? I think that's that one, isn't it? 365,000 copies sold. Yeah. Really enjoyed opening my 20 after saying I wouldn't do blind bags. Did you get anything nice, Dan? Oh, you messaged us, man, didn't you? You told us what you got. I'm hoping I've got some decent stuff here. It's a prequel. Thank you very much, Fuzzy. I thought that 3-issue prequel. Okay, guys, let's have a little look at some of the covers you can get. This is from the inside of the book. Whole host of interesting comic covers. Some of the artwork on these is spectacular. Like I said, it's the glow-in-the-dark ones I'm really interested in. The Night of the Living Dead ones, which is on the far side there, don't really appeal to us, to be perfectly honest. It's nice artwork, but doesn't appeal to us. I would love the blank, the black cover with the orange writing. Really like that. Just looking at those covers, guys, which ones jump out at you? Pick two for us. For me, I mean, I love the Garbage Pail Kid ones as well, but I really like the homage one with the glass and the skeleton face through it as well. So yeah, I do like that one. But I think I would like a glow in the dark, and I would like I quite like the pumpkin one. It's quite simple, isn't it? It's quite simple. Okay, interesting. Let's have a look. 3-issue prequel to Monsters. Will defo buy a duplicate off you. I just want a copy of the book. The Witch one's the one Fuzzy wants as well. You guys are going to have to wrestle fight for it. Can't believe you bought 100 issues of the same comic. It's not exactly X-Force 1. Crackers, werewolf. Absolutely crackers. Crackers. I've got no excuses. No excuses. We can just wrestle naked. All cardstock, but got a 1 in 100. Only got 3 dupes. That's not bad going on. Bad Dan, that's not bad. I love the pumpkin one bottom left and the bride homage. Yeah, I like the bride one as well. The bride's nice. I've got the vintage looking red one with Frankie on it. Oh, that's nice. I like that. Got sucked into buying one and whatnot. Garbage Pail Kid ones are fire. I'm not that big of a Spears fan. I've subsequently ordered a few of the rare ones on Fleabay. Ian likes the Bride of Frankenstein. Okay, guys, right. This is what you get. I've opened one to show you. So you get your poly bag, pop that open, and inside, this is the comic you get. Now on the back, it does tell you about the different covers you can get. I'm going to ask for some help here, guys, as I'm going through them. If you spot that I've got a decent one, a 1 in 700 or something like that, shout out and let us know, because I haven't got the kind of the ratios in front of us. But you get this kind of a book. It is a nice cardstock book. This is the Bride version. This is a pretty standard book. The artwork inside is your typical Spears. It is very nice. He is a very, very talented artist. So yeah, it is quite nice looking book. Inside, where I've got that image from I've just showed you, you get all these different covers. That's all the various covers that you can get. There's absolutely hundreds of the bloody things. So yeah, nice books. Now, just before I jump on, let's have a look. Ian, Bride of Frankenstein, like the Scarecrow and the Clown Dude, top right. Yeah, they're nice as well. He's turned off his comments on IG. Yeah, lots of people were complaining that weren't mixed very well with it. Are you going to give away any of these on this show? Just asking. Not on this show, Anton. I don't give away books on this show. Give it on my Tuesday show. That cover is even better up close and nice. Yeah, it is a nice one, that one. I do like that one. Oh, I'm touching her boobs. I do like that one. You should get Mark Spears on and do an interview. I think boat's gone on that one, Andy. A Mark Spears interview sounds fire. Yeah. Right, chaps, what I've done, because I'm crap with scissors, I guarantee you I haven't looked at any of these books, but what I've done is I've chopped the bottoms off, I think around about 20 books, so we can not watch me spend ages trying to fanny on and try to open comics. So you'll see them as I see them, and we'll just make a start. I'll go through this as quickly as possible, guys, because I don't want you bored rigid. Like I say, let us know if you see anything of interest or anything. Oh, is that a foil already? Nice. So that's a nice foil. That's a good start. That's a sexy Dracula foil cover. What's that? Is that a 1 in 700? 1 in 400? I'm not sure. Someone let us know. Someone have a little look, see if you can. Quite like the foil. I didn't realize the foil was in the back as well. Yeah, that is nice. What are the foils, guys? Let us know. Anybody know? These are going for decent money on eBay as well at the moment, some of these books. Blank sketch, secret, cardstock, foil 1 in 420. Not bad. Everybody's shade fix. Honestly, swear to Jesus. So that's 1 in 420. That's a nice pull straight off. I like that. I do like his version of good old Drac as well. That is nice. Yeah. Is that a scratch on the kid's head? No, it's the mask. I thought that a line across the back of the kid's head was a scratch, but it's not. It's a mask. Nice. It's not the one I want. Move on. Here at Spears, Original MJ's channel has made me like the man even more. He struggled for 25 years. Yeah, I saw that. I did see that. Very, very cool. Next one. Imagine. Yeah, I just got all foils. Can't get the bugger out. Can't get it out. What's that? Ooh, nice. So that's just one of the standard cardstock covers of the pumpkin. Quite like that one. Look at my heat. Yeah, that's nice. Nice little pumpkin action going on there. Is it the brightest record signed? Story about what happened to her. What? I don't know what you mean, Anton. Sorry, don't know what you mean, pal. Love that cover. Can't beat a good old pumpkin. Yeah, I like that one. It is. It's a nice one. That it's nice, isn't it? I think sometimes simpler is better, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Simpler is better. Oh, Star Wars. Why has it got writing all over it? Oh, right. That must be what they call them, the trick variants, is it? So that's a Star Wars homage, but it's got writing all over it. So this is the trick version, I think. Again, someone in the chat let us know. Is that a trick variant? What's that? Can't see. Trick 1 in 100. I quite like the Star. I think I would rather have had the Star Wars variant without all the writing on it. Like that. Nice, 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 nice. Can I get? I should have cut these better. Should have cut these better. I can't get them out. Always my problem. Stuck. Get stuck. Ooh, now that's the cover A, I think. I think that's the standard cover, but I do love that one. I love the colours of it. The purples and the pinks just look really nice, don't they? Yeah, very nice. I like that one. Not doing too bad. I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to jinx myself by saying no. You know what I mean? I'm not saying it. I'm not. Fuzzy saying that's poor. How dare you, sir? How dare you? I like that one. I think that's quite nice. I think it's quite nice. Yeah. Oh, get in. That's the one I wanted. That's the one I wanted. That's a homage to a very, very classic horror book. I can't remember what title it is. It's Suspense or something. I can't remember. But it's a homage to that, and it's a cracker. I do like that one. I do like that one. That is nice. I would have liked that one in the foil. I would have liked that one in the foil. Oh, here we bloody go. Duplicates. Bastards. Duplicates. Duplicates. Swines. Not to worry. Not to worry. Oh, that's shiny. That's shiny. Ah! I didn't plan that. Honestly, I didn't plan that. Get in. Oh, my chubs are up. I'm pleased about that straight away. 2 foils. And one of them is one of the ones that I really liked. Nice. It is shiny and sexy, that, isn't it? Very nice. Yes, very. That's it. Thank you, Werewolf. Chamber of Chills, is it? Very cool. Very, very cool. Yeah. Very cool. Nice. Oh, I'm pleased with that. 2 foils already. Not bad at all. Not bad. Ooh, blank cover. I wanted the... That's not the blank cover, is it? Nice. Glow in the dark. That's a 1 in 7. Is that a 1 in 700? I think that's a 1 in 700. That is very nice. I'm going to switch the lights off and look at that. Now there's 2 of these, isn't there? There's 2 of these. There's the... Let's have a look. There's a secret version and then a normal version, I think. Let's have a look, see. Oh. Okay, so that's the A67, the normal version. There's a secret glow-in-the-dark version, which is like that, but it's got the eyes glow more. That's a beautiful cover. I like that one a lot. That is very cool. You guys, when you get these, do you take this off when you're putting it in your bags and boards? Because this is just to protect the cover, isn't it? So yeah, I'll probably take that off. But yeah, very nice. Very, very nice. Pleased with that one. That's not going in the giveaway. That's staying with me. What else we got? What's that? Oh, it's a shark. Not so keen on that. Shark attack. Okay, nice. Oh, get in. Get in. Freaky Frank. I like these. I do like these garbage pail ones. Why is the white bit there? Just to stop the gits running off. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. He'll go and buy his commissions back now. He likes them again. I'm not. Dog shit, those commissions. Dog shit. I'm sorry, Mark. I like your work, but yeah, you phoned that in. Ooh, it's an interesting one. Good old Drax. Nice. I like that. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. See, I've not cut these properly. Who's that then? Look at her Baba Laps. Who's she? I don't know who that one is. I don't remember seeing that one. Is that a... My old eyes. Come on. Yeah, not impressed with that one, guys. That's a bit boring, isn't it? Yep. Oh, shit. Aye, Andy, you're right. Andy's just saying check the creases in the middle. Need to sit in them. No, sorry, Andy. I thought you were saying... I'm forgetting you meant to check your books, aren't you? Because there's golden tickets in some of them. If you get a golden ticket... I'll have to go through them in a minute, guys. I'm not doing it now. But yeah, there are golden tickets in some books. Or something. Oh, another one of those. Nice. Nice. Cool. Another duplicate. I will go through them and make sure I haven't got one of the golden tickets later on. Oh, another foil! Get in! 3 foils. Hey, I'm not doing bad. That's that cover we just looked at. I like that. Sexy. Hey, I'm doing well here. I'm doing well, I think. Ooh. Bit of creature. Nice. Another one of those ones. Fuzzy's favourite. Another one of those ones. That's another dupe. Is that the third one of that I've got, or the second? I think that might be the third. Ben, these bastards trying to get them out. Oh, that's nice. Werewolf versus Frankie. Not bad at all. Pretty cool. Nearly at the end of this lot, guys. Oh, another duplicate. Got that one already. Swines. Yeah, nice. Ooh, homage to Spider-Man. Monster and the Wolf. I quite like that. Pretty cool. Last one. Oh, mint. Get in. I got Frankenstein before, didn't I? I think I got Frankenstein. Did I get Frankenstein? Yes, I did. Spot on. I like them. I like them a lot. They are very cool. Nice. Okay, guys, that's the first 20 of these Mark Spears books. Only 80 more to do. So yeah, what have we done? We've done quite well. Let us just sort through these. We've got a couple of duplicates, but overall, for first 20 books, I'm very, very pleased. We've got a number of foils. We've got a glow in the dark. We have got some duplicates. We've got some tricks. Yeah, overall, very pleased. So, that's a canny little stack of books. For the giveaway. Yeah. Interested to know what the prices of some of these are, actually. Someone do us a bit of a favour and go and Google that glow-in-the-dark cover. Just see what rough price it's going for on eBay. But just to quickly show, we've got the Bridezilla. We've got a couple of copies of that. We've got that one, which is nice. We've got that. Love that cover. Love that cover. We've got a few of these. These are the kind of the standard issue ones. We've got the shark one. Now, bear in mind, I've got 100 bags. So I'm going to get a load of duplicates without doubt as we go through these, aren't we? But you know, like I say, my intention was always to give this, give a lot of these away. So that's what we'll be doing. Got 2 of those. I like that a lot. Got that. Another one of those. 2 of these. That one. I think I like these ones the best. I like them in the foil, like. They are very cool, Garbage Pail Kids. And then we've got some sexy, sexy foils. We've got this one, which is a really cool trick-or-treat kind of cover with good old Drax in the back there. I like that one. We've got that, which was one of the ones I really wanted. Didn't get one of my blank covers, did I? It's a shame. Got that. Again, very nice foil. And then we've got this, which I think is probably the best, which is the glow in the dark. And that's a really good nick as well. That's a beaut. That's a beaut. Very pleased with that. Interested to know what this kind of goes for. So yeah, nice books. Okie dokie. So we've got 20 books there. We've got another 80 to do. We'll do another 20 on Tuesday night show, and then we'll do 20 on the horror show, and then I'll work out what I'm doing with them all and how the hell I'm going to get these sorted out and give them away to people. Hope you're recycling those plastic bags. Absolutely. Garbage pail kid. You're doing brilliantly so far. Yeah, some crackers there, pal. Mark's the only person in all of this who has a golden ticket, to be fair. Yeah, I think he's made a decent amount of cash on this one. 1/3 of those books, yeah. Some of them look a wee bit, how can I say it, AI. He's a digital artist, Andy. This is part of my issue. I think if you watched my channel, Andy, you would know. I got some commissions from him and they were naff because all of his artwork's digital, which I'm not going to get into that debate. Some people love digital art. It looks nice, but I am still a fan of original artwork. Just speaking of this, we talked on the show the other day about Thought Bubble. Apologies, Fuzzy. We talked on the show about Thought Bubble the other day and how I've pre-ordered a few commissions to pick up at Thought Bubble. I've ordered 3 commissions from one gentleman who were really reasonable. I found him last year, fell in love with his style. 2 commissions for me, 1 commission for a good friend. And he sent us the images of them today. And they are stonking. Absolutely stonking. I love every single one of them. And then when I think that he's created that by hand, pen, pencil, coloured in and all the rest of it, I do find it challenging to kind of compare that to digital artwork. I know it's just a different medium, and you look at that and it is spectacular, but I think my personal preference would always be to go for true original artwork. I don't know, it just, for me, it feels more authentic, and I know people disagree with that, but that's just kind of how I feel about it. We'll have to do this another 4 times, for fuck's sake. I'm surprised you're watching, Andy. You're not usually watching, mate. So, I mean, I can skip to the end and I'll just give you a message when I get the one that you want, if that's of any help. If I get a foil one, mind, you're not getting it. You're not getting it. And then I'll have to do a toss up, won't I, between you and Fuzzy as to who I like the best, who's getting it. 70 to 100 quid. Thanks, Andy. You're right, Andy, he's 100% digital, so some likely AI. Now, I'm sure, what channel was I on? There was something a while ago, someone said search the artist's name and a mistake. I can't remember what it was. I'll find it out and I'll post it for you. But basically, it showed one of his very famous images and the arm and the leg had been transposed. So it absolutely was AI or digital shenanigans, because he had an arm where his leg should be and a leg where his arm should be. So, yeah. Some stone covers pulled. Let's do another 20. Get your scissors out. The crap, mate. The crap I was snipping away before. And no. Stop bullying me to watch your channel. I'll do it in my own time. Even all. Ed, you've missed the fun, man. You've missed the fun. Even though this is exciting, I hope I haven't missed too many big ones. I'll show you me big ones, Ed. You've seen them before, but you know. We've got some nice sexy foils here. We've got a shiny vamp. We've got a shiny heads on the wall. We've got a shiny homage. And then the best one, we've got a rather sexy glow in the dark. Like I say, that's the first 20 books. We've got 80 more to go. He's not getting it anyway. I'm sorry to repeat so many times. I don't know why that happened. I haven't seen it repeated, Anton. Maybe it's filtered out at my end, bud. I at least subscribe. Yeah, thank you, Fuzzy. Thank you. Well, MG, nice to see you, pal. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, so there you go, guys. That's the first 20 of the Mark Spears blind bags. We shall open 20 more on Tuesday night, then 20 more on Friday night, and I'll decide what I'm doing with the dupes and all the rest of it. We will give away an awful lot of these books. But before we go, last couple of reviews for you. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles issue number 12 by Jason Aaron concludes the Jason Aaron run. Phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. I absolutely loved this. I think Jason Aaron has done an incredible job with the Turtles in this 12 issue run. Has he done enough for us to continue reading? That's the question, because he's ending and leaving the series at issue 12. And to be perfectly honest, I know Fuzzy's read it, but let us know in the comments if you guys have read it. To be perfectly honest, I wasn't massively invested in Turtles to start with. I picked this up because of Jason Aaron. And now he's gone. I don't really feel I need to continue on. I feel I've got a nice little 12 issue arc Turtle story that I have thoroughly enjoyed. But I don't know that I want to bother reading on, if I'm perfectly honest. This little tale, though, has been cracking. I'd recommend you pick this up. It's bound to come out in hardback or trade paperback or something. Worth getting these first 12 issues just for the overall storyline. It's a belter. It's a belter. Great artwork as well. Really enjoyed this little story. Connie, nice to see you. Hope you're well. We've then got another issue of the Age of Revelations saga. This is Radioactive Spider-Man. Really weird, this one. Spidey's being affected by the radiation that's been impacting on all humans in this universe, and it's made him plop out little arms and his back and his sides and things like that. He's teamed up with, I can't remember what she's called, Dr. Celia Rice, I think she's called, the X-Men who used to be able to create force fields and things. Yeah, didn't blow us away. I probably won't be reading on this one. It was interesting enough, but not enough to keep us hooked and going back on it, I'm afraid to say. Fuzzy's saying, sad him and the artist are going. I'll read 13 just to see what it's like, but I'm also dropping off. Yeah, Fuzzy, I mean, to be honest, and don't shoot us, guys, issue 13 is a blind bag, and I think I've ordered 10 of them. So I will be reading issue 13, but I'm not intending to carry on. Every time you say Fuzzy in a show, you owe £1 to the charity pot. Don't be jealous, Andy, because you're not getting the comic. Yeah. Next book is Predator Kills the Marvel Universe. This is cracking. I'm enjoying this. This is a silly little story of predators invading Earth, led by Kraven the Hunter, for no reason really, and bumping off loads of Marvel Universe characters. Really interesting scenes in this. Prof X on fire, being pushed out the X Mansion was interesting. But yeah, it's a canny little series. Again, one I'd probably pick up and trade paperback when it's finished. But yeah, not bad at all. Not bad at all. Worth a read. Just wanted to plug my memberships again. I want to say thank you to everybody who's a member at the moment. You guys are really being kind, and I appreciate the support. I really do. Like I said, haven't worked out how I'm gonna do the Mark Spears bags and things yet, but absolutely one of the things I will be doing is putting a load of them aside for people who are channel members. And probably what we'll do is when we do our group giveaway every month for members, we'll give them away. I talked about Spider-Man, Fuzzy. You said it was cack. I said it was, he sprouted little weird arms and stuff. yeah, wasn't the best. So yeah, I'll probably end up giving a lot of these comics away to the channel members as part of our monthly giveaway. You'll get your usual win, 7 comic books, and then a couple of Mark Spears books as well to supplement that. We've just finished doing our Rusty Staples episode on Friday. Please do go check that out. It was another fun episode. Lots of hijinks and shenanigans. Me and Andy are working together to raise some money in December for Young Minds, mental health charity. Really going to hopefully raise a bit of cash for Young Minds with that. We've already had a load of donations sent in, but if you'd like to contribute, if you'd like to send some books for the auctions and things, please do so. And we'll let you know when we've got plans ahead. That number there is incorrect. We have had some donations already. Some very kind people have donated, so we're already on the way to making a bit of money. Next show we do on Rusty Staples, we are going to be talking about Saga. So the first 6 issues of Saga. If you've not read that, I recommend you checking it out. I've not read it yet. Sorrel. Vile Sorrel. Absolutely terrible. I've not read Saga yet, but I've heard it's amazing. So looking forward to getting stuck into the first 6 issues of that. Please do pick it up and read along so we can engage with you in the conversation. That's your whack. We've done an hour. Thank you so much. Just quickly going to jump to the chat. Top 10 maybe. Well, 100. It's a decision I've made in my adult life anyway. Oh, sorry. Membership. Membership. Andy saying membership's eye jog on. Chris, membership was the greatest decision of my adult life. True story. Thank you, Chris. I appreciate that. I'm not reading out your next message. Is that Fuzzy and you on the cover of Saga? It absolutely is. It absolutely is, but I'm not telling you which one's which. But Dan, I'll bring you a few books at Thought Bubble for the Young Minds fundraiser. Thank you, Dan. Appreciate that, pal. Appreciate that. Okie dokie, guys. I've kept you long enough. Kept you for an hour. Thank you so much. Nah, don't. I really do appreciate you stopping by. It's been a joy. I will crack on with these books and open some more on Tuesday's show. So if you're interested in seeing what else we get, give us a shout. Make sure you dial in. Make sure you watch on Tuesday for more Mark Spears books. But for now, thank you so much for watching, everybody, and we'll catch us next time. Take care. Bye.
The curtains close. It's time to go. We really hope you enjoyed the show. Check out my channel for more geeky fun and hit like, subscribe before you run. All that remains is our thanks to you from Triple G and his YouTube crew.